Joseph now to kick this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Oh, man, I got another draft tomorrow. Y'all had y'all draft yet? Just tomorrow, too. Oh, 10 o'clock in the morning? God dang.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I wonder why that nigga went in the damn. Got him on the line. Out. Alright, there we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
18.
This is Cohen.
Let's go, y'all.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The first down carry for Davis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky buying time to his left. He'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Safe. Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Check 37. Hey, alert 3. Hurry. 58.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
There you go.
Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Come on, man.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
To the right, and it's going to go straight into the miss.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down now. It's Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
180! Hey, 18. Man, Shit!
On third down, a run with Cohen.
First through them.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Alert! Kill, turn up! Hey, Alpha!
Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
You got tight right there. Check three. Check.
Oh, man, what are you doing, bro? Just run a play. God, man.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it. what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Come on, how the hell, Myles Garrett on the line, knowing he's supposed to be the outside.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go. Hey, watch it.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six.
There you go.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, y'all.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray 1st, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now it's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
That shit was way too far, bro. I ain't no.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Double dog. That's the way. Out. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He may try and run for this.
Come on, bust them
Able
up,
to pick up
man.
a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch Twitch.
They'll try and run for it. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll toss to Davis.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight right. 3 down. Switch.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What do you want to do?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
58 to Mike. 50. You're not ready.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right.
Man, how everybody gonna get pulled up?
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Going for the deep ball.
Come on,
it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 43 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back to back to back as a Madden Classic champion. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Oh, come on.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Oh, they gave us.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, this game, bro. This game is what I tell you, bro. I tell you.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Mayfield on first down.
Oh, the ball, bro.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Check. Showing it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. My God.
Here's Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Look at that damn Mac running like
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Oh, man.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Real. Watch the
From the 45 on second down.
Over his head.
Mayfield.
Oh, my God.
And an alley to run.
Over the head, man.
There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer.
Just so over his head.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
All right, come on.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Kill.
Hey, orbit. Regular.
Tight dog.
Run.
All right, y'all see this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield.
Let's go.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
Come on, man.
All the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield completes it to Higgins. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill.
A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Tighten down. There you go. Check safety.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 15 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now Davis.
Come on, man.
He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it. And they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And, boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 36.
Real.
Kill.
Hey, alert 33.
Crunch.
Hi.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. It got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. Now this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Slam, slam, slam.
Lock in, lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now it's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Slam, slam.
And again, it's Chubb.
Oh, Chubb.
So he got free on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
You gotta fight, bro.
Protect. 180.
Mike, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot, shoot.
Hurry, hurry.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
You don't get it, and he still have to drive almost 80-something yards. No, we ain't been doing. No, we ain't been doing.
4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Third down.
Sit up. 180. Alert.
Get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
Get it out of there.
This is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
All right, man, what y'all want to do? Gotta get some.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come on now. Switch it.
On the carry, it's Chubb.
Oh, yeah, jump over.
And he's got some space here.
Oh,
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the Bears first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, turn good stuff.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. This is Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Set. Right 80. Pistol.
Share.
Hurry.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd.
Oh, man. He got his back turned, bro. He didn't know what he said. I ain't in the world. He said shit. Oh, my God. Hold on. How you get the ball right there, though?
One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.